Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sard and you're watching the Arsenal Transfer Show on the Football Corner. Let's get into the transfer show because there's so much that has happened over the last few days. So guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you're new, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I make a new video. Now, let's get into these transfer rumors. First of all, starting off with Kai Havertz. Now, Kai Havertz, as we said previously, this deal is done. All done. Here we go. Received by Fabrizio Romano himself. So this deal has been confirmed as finished. We were waiting for the medical as he joins for 65 million. Now the medical was done over the weekend. We are now on Monday evening, so hopefully this transfer should be announced within the upcoming days this week. And yeah, we're looking at possibly seeing this one done, dusted, and in the squad selection for pre-season, ready to join in with the teammates and get trained up. Now, moving on to the second deal, which we are going to discuss today, which is Jurrien Timber. This deal is getting closer and closer and closer day by day. The more we look at it, the more it's getting closer and closer and closer. Now, as you can see on the screen, Ajax want a fee of 55 million euros, including add-ons for Timber, and it's heading there. Arsenal apparently willing to pay. Positive outcomes expected in the coming days. Now, that is coming from Mike Verwey, who is a tier 1 on the Telegraph. Now, we also have another one from Eduardo Hagen, and this is a report coming from Sami Mokbel, which is saying that Arsenal have now submitted a £41.5 million bid for Jurrien Timber. Arsenal are hoping for a positive conclusion in the coming days. Now, guys, from what we know, this guy only wants Arsenal. He's the inverted right back, basically Zinchenko, but on the other side. So this is going to be a massive part of our team. He's definitely going to play a massive part in that defense, and yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. To be honest, I can't wait for him to get into the team. It looks like this deal is practically done. We're getting really down quick. We're getting in quick, trying to get this done ASAP. It looks like it's going to be completed this week, and hopefully an announcement should be done next week at some point. Now, moving on to the third story of the day, which is Javi Simmons. Now, Javi Simmons, this story has come out of nowhere again. Like we said, he was going to make the decision. Now, if we just look at this report here, which says if Javi Simmons doesn't join Arsenal right now, he's likely to do so in the future. Arsenal might be okay with him staying in the Netherlands for another year. Saying if he's not joining now, there's a big chance he will in the future, is because of him appointing Dean as his agent. Now, this is coming from a PSV correspondent who is on the Telegraph podcast. So guys, listen, as it looks right now, we are looking into him. It looks like he may be wanting to come to Arsenal. Looks like either, if it's not this summer window, it will be next summer window he'll come to us. From what we're hearing, if you just look here, from Eduardo Hagen, Arsenal are chasing a cut price deal to sign Javi Simmons, who does not want to return to PSG. This is from L'Equipe, who are saying that he does not want to return to PSG. Now, I think what may fuel this decision is playtime. Now, he would get playtime at Arsenal. I feel like at PSG, he might waste his career. He might waste his young years, not getting playtime, not being played enough, just not given the opportunities that he should be given. And I feel like at Arsenal, we'd be able to give him these opportunities a bit more. And I feel like we'd be able to utilize him a bit better. So for me, I am gonna say I'm 100% behind this. If we can get him for a cheap cut price deal, because it looks like he only wants to come to us. Listen, David Dean's son is his agent, so that plays a massive factor towards him choosing Arsenal. Because listen, Darren Dean being appointed as his agent, I can guarantee he's been in his ear saying, listen, we should get you to Arsenal, the project is flying, they've got young players coming in left, right and centre, they're all getting game time, this is your chance, you can come there, there's certified game time there for you, whether it be maybe in the Premier League, may it be in the Champions League or the other competitions such as the FA Cup or the League Cup. So there's plenty of game time to be spread about, and hopefully we can get him in and get him sorted with some game time, and also get him integrated into the team, and he can definitely hold off a position for possibly the right wing, as possibly a backup to Saka, so we can give Saka some breaks. Hopefully he can play some Premier League games while Saka is playing some Champions League games, but there's plenty of opportunity, and as we know, we've got plenty of players in the attack. He can be just another spark that we add to that attack, and he can join us as well as trying to make us better our attack in the long run and for the future. Now moving on to the next story, which is Moise Caicedo. Now Moise Caicedo could be an option if Thomas Partey leaves the club this summer. Now from what I'm hearing on this one, it looks like Thomas Partey is close to departure. If we look here, Saudi approaches for Thomas Partey are concrete, but there's still no firm bid to the player, just initial conversations. Understand Thomas Partey's priority remains European football. Arsenal would also be open to let him go, as revealed 1 week ago. No talks over a new deal. Now, as we can see there, listen, there's no talks over a new deal. We're looking to get rid of Thomas Partey. Looks like he's no longer required at the club. They're trying to get rid of him. And yeah, as we can see, they're trying to get rid of him. And if they do get rid of him, it looks like they want to replace him with Moise Caicedo. So this could be an opportunity for us to do this, to maybe get rid of Partey and bring in Moise Caicedo. Now, if we can do that and we can bring in Moise Caicedo, then I would possibly accept that. But we have to understand that Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka are leaving our midfield in the same transfer window as soon as we're about to go into the Champions League, given that they're one of the two players in the squad that have Champions League experience. Is a massive risk. Now, it could pay off or it could hurt us dearly. That is yet to be seen, whether it will hurt us or whether it will play to our advantage, having a younger, fresher squad ready to run off opponents during the game. For me, of course, Moise Caicedo, great player. I feel like he can do a lot at Arsenal. And Thomas Partey, he does still have years in him, and he is still a good player. Obviously his injury record is still a massive factor. He seems to get injured a lot, but he is also a good player on his day. I know the end of the season didn't prove well for him, given that he made a few costly mistakes in games which costs us goals and cost us the league. But also it is a team sport, so if you blame him, you have to blame a few others. But we won't get into that right now. What we will get into is whether this transfer could happen and whether Moise Caicedo is a good replacement for Thomas Partey. Now, I wouldn't say good replacement, but I'd say he's good enough to do the job. So I believe with him and Declan Rice in the midfield, I feel like that can go our way. And yeah, it seems to. Hopefully we can get Moise Caicedo, because like I said, He's such a good midfielder. He's shown that he can do it in the Premier League. A versatile midfielder also, who can play in multiple different positions. We've seen him play in the middle, we've seen him play in the defence, we've seen him play on the left, on the right. So yeah, he's very versatile, can be played any way you need him to play, and just to manage his dream. So for me, yeah, listen, I'm happy if we can get Caicedo, but time will tell what will happen in the near future. Now, moving on to the final story, which is from Eduardo Hagen, which says, reports surfacing in Turkey that Galatasaray are advancing on the signing of Nuno Tavares, one to watch for sure. Now, listen, Nuno Tavares, brought in, never had a really good spell at Arsenal. I'd say he had an okay spell before, where he managed to have some moments where he showed some kind of promise, but also very inconsistent most of the time. So yeah, it looks like he's off and out the door, ready to be taken away from the club. Now we're looking to sell him for Galatasaray. He had a good season last season with Marseille, scoring 6 goals, but we need to remember that we have players in our team that can fill the positions. We do not need him back, so getting some money for him right now would be brilliant. So hopefully we can get rid of him. There are a lot of players that we still need to get rid of, but looks like he is out the door soon. Galatasaray are advancing at the moment on a new deal for him, and yeah, they will. It looks like they are gonna complete the signing hopefully, and we will look forward to see what this will come up with, and hopefully we can get rid of Nuno Tavares and we can move on to bigger and better players. Now, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Like I said before, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I make a video. Join the notification squad, man. Let's get this in, man. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Thank you very much for watching these Arsenal transfer shows, and thank you very much because I see people smashing their likes and I see people watching, sharing clearly, because the views are going up every single day, every single week. So I thank you very much for helping me out, guys, and watching these videos, because it really means a lot to me. And thank you very much, guys. See you later. Come on, you Gunners. I love you. See ya. Bye.